Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your energy update. I have been busy after I completed all the horoscopes, so hence a little bit of a break, but I'm back here, so let's check out what is happening with those twins. I hope you guys are doing great. I have a couple of labs here next to me, so that will be my assistants today. This is Sienna and Sophie. And they're just chilling. Yeah, sometimes they will not be of assistance, but the other way around. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. But the good news is, well, hopefully this is good news too. Even better news is that I've got some different decks that I've found almost randomly at home. So this is good because I haven't used them in a long time. So for the Oracle deck, I've got the Gabby Bernstein Spirit Junkie Oracle. So this will be affirmations. And then for the tarot read, I've got the Muse Tarot, which I'm sure you've all missed. It's so beautiful, the artwork, I mean, and so out of this world. Let's put it that way. And then we have After Tarot for the clarifiers. So all different decks today than what you've seen in the last number of months. So let's see what we got there. We will begin with the Oracle message, of course, for each of the twin collectives, and then we'll move on with tarot. I hope you guys are doing great. If you haven't checked out February horoscopes, please do. They're all out now in the channel. There's a separate playlist for that, but honestly, they were like the recent ones that I've published, so you'll find them. And what else? We have a big day coming up next week on Tuesday, February 17th. It's gonna be a new moon. It's gonna be an eclipse. It's a lunar new year as well. The year of the horse is getting started. So what do we need to know? So don't miss the special reading that I'm going to be doing over the weekend. There will be guidance for each zodiac sign in this one for sure. And I'll also talk about some themes. I might do something separate for like the new lunar new year, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. It will depend really on my plans, my mood, and generally what's happening with the energies. With all that said, let's get started. So Divine Feminines, your affirmations for today, and you saw me shuffle, but that's the card that we saw on top of the deck. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. I was actually just thinking about that just today, a little bit earlier in my meditation or post-meditation, that, you know, so much like specific stages of my life, events in my life that I perceive differently with time. Or, you know, that maybe the current events of my life, how would I perceive them if they happened, let's say 10 years ago, where I didn't have as much depth of perception, sense of gratitude, regulated nervous system. Like, what would that version of me be saying? You know, how would I feel about it and things like that? And it was like, ouch. I do not regret any of the experiences I've had, even the negative ones, because they are all the ones that shape me the way I am. For the masculines, the affirmation is, it's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. So more of a feminine energy of reception, flow, letting it go, letting it be. Letting it be and letting go, it's a little different, but you know, they are connected to it to an extent. Yes, Sienna agrees. Okay, let's see what we have with tarot. And if you're interested in a personal reading, the best way to do it is to book, if you want a live reading, this can be done by booking a slot through Calendly with me. There is a link in the description box. Or if you prefer a recorded version, like it will be a reading and a private YouTube video I'll share with you, that's even easier. You can email me, you can reach out through any of the socials. In a private message though. All right. These girls are well behaved, but sometimes they can get vocal. And I promised them an adventure, so they're waiting for that adventure as soon as I'm done with the reading. So bottom of the deck, 10 of voices. Voices in this deck are swords, so this is 10 of swords. And it's kind of like to me, it looks like, kind of looks like swords, but also like ice. Maybe because there's a lot of snow and ice outside right now. But it kind of reminds me, it like creates that image of cold, you know, and feeling frozen, maybe feeling like you're stuck in a certain place, you know, like the way this lady is stuck here, kind of in the middle of the structure, right? And you cannot move. It's like I'm in pain and I cannot do anything about it. That kind of feeling, right? Which is why I feel like it was great to get this card where even in situations that we can control, we can still choose how we perceive it. What do we do with what is going on? Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Even I'm excited because I haven't seen these cards in a long time. Like a long, long time. But honestly, in March, I'm planning to get something new. By the way, if you want to get me cards, there is Amazon wishlist with the decks that I want to get. Or you can, of course, you can gift me something else. But I would say use it for reference of like the list of things. But once you've decided, the address that's listed on there, that's connected to it, I don't leave at that address anymore. So if you decide to send me something, please reach out directly and we'll figure out the arrangement, okay? But yeah, March is gonna be a month of new decks. And then hopefully in April, I'll be able to retrieve my entire collection. So I don't know why I shuffled, but after shuffling, the bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. You see, that's like such a huge contrast, but they are both 10s, by the way. Speaking of, you know, the end of the cycle and end of the lunar year in Chinese culture. It's like the perception changes everything, and the highlights, right? Remember when we were talking about summary of the year when our calendar year was ending, right? People summarize in different ways. They remember things very differently from the year. Someone talks about struggles and trials, others are grateful, you know, especially with this 10 of Cups, for the people in your life, for the community, for the love, for the kindness, for the support that you've gotten, right? How beautiful is that? I, for once, definitely have discovered among multiple struggles that I had last year, also that, you know, I have friends in places where I didn't think I did, you know, or like in people where I didn't consider as being close friends, but they stepped up. They supported me in the time of need, right? And that was a wonderful discovery. So, feminines, your energy today is Ace of Voices clarified by the moon. Yeah, we kind of started talking about it. Ace of Voices, of course, is a lot about your truth, right? And I like this image here because it reminds me of like how unique we are, how beautiful we are. And generally, you know, your truth may not necessarily be everybody's cup of tea, but that's what makes the unique you. That's what makes you beautiful, colorful, bright, and the world deserves to know it and deserves to see you this way. And then with the moon, it may actually bring up a lot of insecurities, and you don't have to push yourself too far right away, but at least start taking steps towards it. This is a fruitful time for that, right? And that's how you will also be choosing how to perceive reality, you know? For those of you who are interested to know more, or this rings a bell like very much, please reach out through Calendly. You can book a free session with me, a free consultation, and we can talk about it in the context of coaching, because this is definitely something that I've lived through, that I've helped others through, and we can talk more about your situation. Wow. For masculines, we have Page of Emotions, which is Page of Cups, and Page of Swords. 2 pages. Very fresh energy, very new. Masculines realize that there's a lot that they don't know yet. And I don't just mean like theoretical knowledge, but really, in terms of the logic, the algorithm, the way things can work out, right? Like the whole cause and effect, cause and effect chain, right? How different it can be from what they had in mind. And also in terms of matters of the heart, matters of love, of care for each other, right? How that could be, I'm hearing for some is just what they called love was more of a codependency, and they're stepping into more honest version of it. Again, was this Page of Swords, right? But bringing in the honesty. And we're still in Aquarian season, so that's the Aquarius is an air sign, which is the swords, the air. It's all the same. It's like this speaking your truth, voicing your truth. But also Aquarius is a lot about the community and the vision, right? Like, where is my place in the community, in the world, all these things, right? So we are knowingly and unknowingly going through these topics anyway. So yeah, interesting. Time of discovery and learning for the divine masculines. Not the most comfortable time, especially for those who already felt like they have a certain status, certain maturity, seniority, whatever in life, right? And then the next moment you're in the page energy, right? That could be frustrating, but very not even very teaching, but very informative time. The additional question of today is Two of Voices clarified by the Hanged Man. So Two of Swords and look at it. We're again talking about different perspective, right? It's important to see multiple views on the situation, but don't get too hung up on deciding, taking too long and deciding which one is the best. That's not the point. What's the point for the feminines? Temperance and Nine of Wands. And adhering to your fears, nurturing yourself where your fears are, working with inner child, looking at why are certain options intimidating to you, right? Or you want to go there, but something's stopping you. What is stopping you? Looking from that perspective, right? It's more about what keeps you imbalanced, what has you running away from certain things, places, people, situations, or the opposite, what gets you running towards something that you eventually find it was not good for you, but you still did. Maybe you had that feeling, but you still went for it, right? Exploring it. For masculines, what does it mean? Seven of Materials clarified by Three of Wands. I like this is Seven of Pentacles here, because usually it's about planning. Here it's the road, it's the path. It's like it has a different, I mean, obviously there is similarity in symbolism, but it's a different concept, right? Like, I'm building this path for myself rather than just like I'm crunching the numbers here. And so yeah, for the masculine, choosing, so the initial statement was choosing the best possible option out of all is not the main goal, is not the focus, but what is building the path, continuing the journey, refining your intentions and your plan, right? Like, how do you see your path to happiness at this point in time? It doesn't have to be the same throughout even the year, not even mentioning your life, right? And as you learn more, as you have more information, it's important to give yourself that grace to refine your vision and your path. How the feminine seeing the connection at this time. Six of Materials clarified by Three of Swords in reverse. Those of you who have been with me for a while know that I don't take reversals, but this one felt like that. Honestly, I probably prefer it to be upwards, just because the swords are falling down and there's healing. But there's also an interesting meaning here, right? It's like the equal give and take in partnership in this connection could be delayed just because there's still heart healing happening, right? So it's not because somebody's doing something wrong, but because energetically, just, you know, you need time, the other person needs time, most likely on both sides. Both people need time to recalibrate and to integrate the new learnings and the healed energy to be able to approach this connection differently, right? And there is a lag in that reality, right, between 5D and 3D space. So don't stress it and don't feel like things are out of balance just because in 3D they don't necessarily look like it, but you know that you've had progress and you've done work, etc., etc. How the masculine see in the connection at this time. 10 of materials clarified by the star. Oh my god, the masculine see the ultimate healing and salvation in this connection, right? That this is like the alpha and the omega. This is something that helps them discover who they are and what they want in life. Wow, helps them be their best version of themselves. This is beautiful. I love it. I love the artistry here. Sophie loves it, obviously, and I love to finish the reading on this note. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and until next time,